Hey everybody, welcome. We're here to do more art streams, and I'm here with Manya. Say hello, Manya.
Hi.
All
Hello,
right.
everyone.
So we've got basically okay. This is almost a blank, brand new file. I've added one thing, and it is a reference image that I'm going to be using for the rough proportions. I have other references that are
Oh,
going to be
okay.
off screen. They're going to be used for more exact detail. But
Okay.
also, I don't need this light or this. This what is this? A camera? Yeah, it's a camera. Get rid of them. Oh, and I
Okay.
forgot. Whenever I do this, I need to change my UI size, right? Because it's way too small for all y'all. Because I'm on a 4K monitor, but
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
You're right.
streaming it at not 4K.
Yep. Yep.
So let's increase this viewport or the what is this? Or interface. Here we go. So there we go. Now you should be able to see what the heck I'm doing. All right. So yeah. So what the ship looks like is basically this. Which people on the stream can see. Manya, I'm not screen sharing that to you, so sorry about that. Right?
No, I have three screens, remember?
Okay, that doesn't mean that I'm screen sharing it to you though. So I'm saying you'll have to look over at YouTube to see this.
Yeah, I've
So
got it open on YouTube.
okay, good. So yeah, basically, I'm trying to make
Because I have three
something
screens.
roughly like this. I want it to be a little bit more detailed than the actual 3D model is here. Which I
Okay.
do have a version of the 3D model that I have handy that is not textured. So I want it to be
Uh-huh,
a
uh-huh,
little bit
uh-huh.
more detailed than this guy here. I also don't
Oh,
want it to
okay.
be exactly the same as this one. But
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
yeah, that's the
You might
basic
get
idea.
copyright struck for it.
Well, I might get that anyway. It's an actual licensed thing. So, what we're
Yeah,
gonna
but you're modifying it, right? You're creating something from scratch. You're just using that for,
well, I'm sh-
you know,
I doubt I'll be modifying enough that if I were to sell it, I would be free and clear.
oh,
So,
okay. Sure, sure,
but
sure.
yeah, so we're basically gonna come in here, set this back to the world origin. And yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this up so that it's basically in line with the cube as the spine. And
Yeah.
then over to wireframe, and we're just going to slide this guy over all the way to here. And this is basically just going to be the very earliest bit of box modeling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So the way
So do
the
you go from outside in or inside out? How do you go about it?
so really what I do is I just pick a area that looks relatively simple to model, and I just start with
Oh,
that
okay.
area.
Yeah.
And so
Like,
the spine is, I'm looking at it in like various different configurations, and it's pretty much just a box shape. So
oh yeah.
it's easiest
Yeah.
to start it out. And the thing is, ultimately, this basic, box shape thing is almost certainly going to get replaced. It's probably not going to survive the whole thing, but it needs to be here at least at first, so that I can sort of get like a rough shape going. So I'm going
Oh,
to
okay.
do this extrude up here, and then does this get skinnier on the other? Actually, no, it gets fatter on those axes. All right, well, um, so just scale it on the y-axis. So see, I'm trying to bring in roughly the shape of this thing. It doesn't need to be very exact.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and then this will come down a little bit. All right, so now we have most of what I'm going to be doing. We're going to do a few more things. One is I'm going to put a line down the middle here,
Okay.
and then I'm just going to delete this. Oops. All right.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to just delete all of this side, and then
Ah, yeah, I see.
I'm going to add in a mirror modifier, turn on clipping, and then that way I don't actually have to worry about the left-hand side. I only have to worry about the right.
So you can just mirror it to the right side, is it, after you finish doing the right
Exactly.
side?
So
Nice,
I'm
nice.
also seeing that there's like a little pod here that pokes out, like this guy right here. is like a little pod that pokes out. So I'm gonna
Mm.
extrude some stuff here, and then here. And so this is basically that main hull minus the part that juts out under it,
Only.
and minus these 3-part wings, right?
Yeah.
These are actually the exact same shape, but what's happening is that they're put around.
On an angle, is it?
Yeah, so the bottom ones are at angles. There's actually 2 of them, right? So they're
Kind of in
basically
a
a triangle
V.
shaped. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Got it. Yeah. That's why one wing, or the one wing looks like shorter than the other. It's because the point of view
Yeah.
that you're looking at. Yeah. Sorry, I'm yawning because
That's okay.
sleep is like commodity for me right now.
Oh, no, I get it. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to make a with a crescent shape here, right? Because this is actually a crescent shape. You can't see it from the top on this, but like it is actually a crescent shape. We're going to make a basic crescent. So I'm going to hide this guy for now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add in a circle, mesh circle. Here we go. And we're going to bring it up from 32 to 64 points. And then I'm just going to come in from the top here. And we're going to select these. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just Shift D and duplicate this, shrink it down a little bit. And what we're going to do is we're going to just push it down until I get roughly the shape I'm looking for, which is about here. Expand this a little bit. So my goal is to get 2 of the vertices on each circle to line up more or less perfectly. Right there.
Okay.
See, there's that intersection. So I want to get it down a little bit up here.
I see.
All right. Because what a crescent actually is it's the intersection between 2 different circles.
Yeah.
So that's just what I'm constructing here. So I'm just going to get rid of those vertices.
Yeah.
These vertices.
Then you're gonna extend it. You're gonna.
Yeah. I have to merge these using M, merging at center. So now I have a crescent shape.
A shape.
Yep.
Yeah, and you can 2D it, I guess.
Yeah, well, the tricky thing is, though, that it is not easy to make this into a nice shape because there's often going to be a lot of triangles involved. And generally speaking, if you're going to be doing a lot of stuff with 3D, you don't want too many triangles if you can avoid them. Now, certain 3D file formats just create everything as a triangle and like whatever, but like if you're using Blender, a lot of the stuff doesn't work well with triangles, so we want to keep it to quads. I'm also going to delete these vertices and go back to the mirror, so that way I don't have to do everything twice. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go around and make as many faces as I can without that, before that becomes a problem.
Yep. So that's how you're dividing your half a circle or something in arcs.
Yeah.
So you can duplicate that. Oh yeah. Okay, I get it.
Now it's getting a little tricky because I don't really have a lot of really nice shapes here. So what I'm going to do, probably not a great. I'm going to make a little triangle fan here. Another one here. Come on. There we go. All right, and then this
so
is
basically you are dividing it into segments, right?
Yeah.
So basically. Where's the center of the circle if you use that as a reference to divide it?
So right now, so technically the center of the circle is where this cursor is here, this little red and white thing with the
crosshair. If you use that as a reference to divide it into arcs, wouldn't that work?
It might, but I want to have every single one of these faces have 4 points, right? So this face has these 4 points.
Oh, okay. I get it.
This one has these 4
points.
Yeah.
But I guess if you are starting from the center of the circle and you are segmenting it out as an arc, right? It should be 4 points by the time it reaches the actual thing.
It always ends up with a triangle unless I add some extra geometry to it. That's just how it ends up happening. I'm also going to put in another loop here, just in case. All right, so then I'm also going to extrude this. So we actually end up having a few different like levels um of the crescent, right? So let's see. Screw this up, and then I'm gonna turn on what is it? Face orientation. Yeah. So this is red, which is not what we want. So we want to flip faces. All right. So that's how they should be. So now I'll put this here, and we're just gonna scale this up. So it actually meets the rough dimensions here of this crescent. So
Oh, okay, I
now
see.
we can see that this is basically how the outline of the crescent shape
Hang
should
on,
be.
slow down. You're giving. I'm gonna. I'm getting dizzy. Hang on.
Sorry.
Let me see it. Is it right at the center? Is it smacked at the center? Is it?
Well, center on like the left to right or port to starboard
Yeah.
axis. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. Cool.
So
Okay.
basically,
Take
that's
it a little slow, buddy. I'm already low on sleep, and it's like you zoom around. Whoa! And I'm spinning in my seat.
so I'm gonna add this here. This is gonna define sort of a cutout. I'm gonna hit E to extrude it, then just left click to confirm I can extrude without actually moving it anywhere. Then Alt S scales along normals. You can see what that's kind of doing there. So it lets me
Oh,
sort of
okay, I
have a
see. You're
cut in.
increasing the
Yeah,
size. Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
yeah,
So like if you want to, yep, put it in like to show like windows and stuff or something, or yeah, or
yeah.
cabins or something, you can push it
Also,
in.
I'm seeing
Oh,
a
that's cool.
problem here. I don't want these faces to exist. These are bad
Which
faces.
one? These empty ones, is it?
Yeah. As
This
a
is empty,
result,
yeah. So you're
yeah.
gonna add something there.
Well,
Oh yeah, I
basically,
see, I
what I'm
see.
going to end up doing is just closing this gap.
Oh,
So,
these can be like the transfer doors can be here between two segments, I guess, but
yeah, but they won't be.
that's for the later. Oh
I'm
yeah,
going
there
to,
won't be. Okay, that's not the plan. Okay.
yeah. So, what I'm going to actually do
Okay.
is I'm going to select this whole thing and just, oh, I don't have clipping on. There we go. There we go. Now they're just sealed. So now instead of having faces through there, it's just open space in there. Because all we really care about is the exterior of this thing. Because any interior shots that I'm going to do on this are going to be done in just different scenes. So we don't care about the interior of the ship, only the exterior for this. All right, so then there is another smaller crescent on top of it. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to grab these faces. I am going to duplicate them. I'm going to, let's see. I'm going to put my 3D cursor. Oh, I don't have this selected. Okay. Put my
So
3D cursor to
this,
this. Go ahead, sorry.
so yeah, no, don't worry. So the structure that you're designing, right? It's supposed to travel in space, right? That's
Yes.
what this is. Yeah. That's why I was like, it's not got that crescent shape thing underneath that, like the basic body. It's not gonna hold on Earth, like.
Oh yeah, no, it doesn't need to.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to.
Yeah. Gotcha. Gotcha. Gotcha.
All right. So what I'm doing now is I'm just stretching this so that it actually goes over the lower shape because it's actually not technically a real crescent. It's more of a It actually means this is not super going well. I might get rid of this and try a different technique. Because really what I need is it to be inset a little bit. Well, actually, it wasn't that bad.
What are you trying to do here? Sorry, repeat that for me.
Oh, so I
Oh, okay.
am. Yeah, this is just an upper area. So I'm just trying to make sure that it looks roughly like what I have on the on my reference here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a little awkward, but should be pretty good. I'm going to turn on cavity.
Big structures are awkward.
Yeah, it's true. All right, so this can go down to about.
People think like something that like of that magnitude will have everything to perfect portions. Nah.
Oh yeah,
It won't.
absolutely not.
Yeah. Um, unless like what Dapper is doing here, you go even you break down the whole ship's like material even into smaller segments and then put it together. But then it's like it gives you more like what do you say breakage points or breakage lines in the structure, so you can't afford to do that much. So yeah.
It also comes up a little bit. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm going to bevel that a little bit. All right, and that is ugly as crap right there, so we might need to change the topography. So let's cut through to here. We're just going to deal with that.
I keep forgetting that I'm in Discord. I start looking for a Discord window on the other screen because when I'm with Chesh, it's usually on browser, right? The vMix is on the browser. I'm here like, where's my Discord again? Oh yeah, it's staring right in my face.
All right. So that's not pretty across here, which means
I think so. It looks okay.
Hey.
Not according to Dapper standards. Got it.
Yeah, exactly. There we go. That's better.
So if someone commissions you for something like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
How much would you charge them for it?
This would be at least a few $100s.
Yeah, sure, of course, because yeah, it's a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's going to we can already see it's going to be detailed, right?
Oh yeah.
So I guess the more details you need, the price goes up, obviously.
Yep.
So yeah, that's fair. And like and sometimes I feel like people take it too far with per hour rates and stuff. I'm like, it's not just per hour, dude. It's also like the brain power spent in making sure that everything is detailed properly and nobody's finding any loopholes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Especially, if you're gonna try and brag about it later. So if you want something to brag about, you gotta pay for the brain power behind it. So yeah.
All right. So I think the next thing I'm gonna make is gonna be this one of these fins, right? So
Yeah.
I'm looking on this reference art. So this reference art is actually from the Battlefleet Gothic rulebook. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at some actual Battlefleet Gothic.
Yeah, it's interesting that it's I'm just wondering if that whole structure is at an angle, but that like the crescent chamber, like the protrusion, if I might say, at the front, that arm, maybe the front of the hull is like it rotates, so that arm rotates, like they're two separate entities.
I'm not aware of it rotating, but I can't rule it out either. It is also
because
much thinner.
The structure is then like, because what's the point of having two wings at an angle, right, on a structure like that?
I think that you are assuming that this has a functional purpose, and I don't think that is a good assumption.
I'm always looking for functional purposes, with my background, obviously.
Yeah, the engineering background does make that a thing.
Yeah, I'm always looking. So, okay, I'm going I'm going in too much detail, I guess. Well, if I ever commission you, I'll make sure that you follow all the, basic, like, it's going to be functional. If I ever commission work from you, I'm just like, you bloody, and I'll pay you for it. I'll pay you accordingly. Yeah. Ask Chesh, I have. Like, she makes art for me.
I mean,
it's not like I don't pay her.
I believe you. I'm not in doubt. So, that might be a little bit too thin.
Yeah, it's too thin, dude. It's gonna break clean off. You need more depth.
Yeah, but you don't even know what it's made of.
Yeah, but still, like, with the joint to the main structure, like, the narrower it is, the easier it is, the more flimsy it is, isn't it? And then if you want to house, like, something in it, like something functional, you will need a little more space than that, I think.
Well, that's the thing is, I actually don't know what's supposed to be housed in there because, like, unlike Star Trek, so
Yeah.
this is a 40K ship, right? And unlike Star Trek, 40K ships do not have like a whole lot of detail about what every part of the exterior of the ship is for.
Yeah, sure.
And
Yeah.
to be fair, Star Trek didn't have that originally either. That was something that people just sort of invented. So like, you know. Alright, so this definitely is
Yeah.
going to come out to about...
I'm just gonna keep talking about the functionality of it as you go through it, and
I mean, that's fair.
I'm gonna
That's
keep
fair.
doing that. So,
Alright.
you know, it's fine.
So that's... I'm going to shape this. We're going to shape this smooth. And then we're going to add in a quick bevel.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
I give it...
yeah, okay. But will it be a perfect curve? Like, listen, I'm just like being too pedantic, I guess. It will be chunky, isn't it?
Yeah, so it has parts that are more curved and parts that are more chunky.
Yeah, so this part is gonna be okay.
So this thing is going to be pretty chunky.
Yeah, and then since you have given it a bevel, so you're kind of reducing the area it's gonna be attached to, like like the area on this curved structure that's going to be attached to the main ship, aren't you?
Yeah.
Because it slopes down, so there's less area to use to attach it to this ship, I guess. Unless they cover the gap, you cover the gap later with something, which we can see there is obviously. Oh, okay, yeah. So this thing is like resting on an arm, isn't it? That's what it's doing.
Yeah, basically.
Kinda. Yeah, okay, so I see. So yeah, it's okay.
So I'm also putting it into a new collection. And the reason for that is because I'm going to use, rather than trying to make sure that I have it exactly at 30 degrees or whatever the number is, I'm going to use some basic geometry nodes to just instance it around the ship, which means it needs to go into its own collection. So...
Yeah. But it would be so cool, maybe, like, you know, just imagine that the front part, it's like rotatable. It can rotate. So like what happens is the back part of the ship, right? Like there's a big cabin in front, like that's stationary, but the back part of the ship just rotates. So the wings also kind of rotate with the whole back part of the ship, but the front part remains in one position. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That will be cool. Yeah. That's me being very, very pedantic, of course. Yeah, I can see you now comparing. Ah, yeah, I see how you're comparing the whole thing.
Yeah.
The background, you can compare it. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
So I am just trying to get this to line up with these shapes here. Then I'm going to put one here. I'm going to put it off to the side here. And it needs to be much smaller on this. And then we're going to get another one. Let's go here. And I'm going to add a mirror to this. Mirror it around this guy.
Ah, okay, I see what you're doing.
And then right along here, there's another like cylinder. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to select this face, move my cursor up here, grab another cylinder, rotate it 90 degrees on the x-axis, make this considerably longer.
Yeah.
About how long I want it. We're going to move it up. And then the face here is actually tapered. So I'm just gonna
streamlining it, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Okay. So then the next thing I'm seeing is that this actual main part here actually has a bunch of different like cut sections. So I'm just gonna highlight those, and I'm going to bevel them slightly, and then just inset.
Yeah, because they're coming out. Yeah, they're protruding out. Yeah, got it. Word of the day, guys: protrusion.
It's a good word. All right, and then I'm gonna grab this again because this went up a little bit because of the way the normals work there. Bring it back a little bit. Yeah, a bit better. Same thing here. All right, and there should probably be another one. Let's another one. All right, so now we have these little not quite cutouts, but like sort of cutout panels.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now I'm looking back, and it's got a series of circular indents. I'm
Yeah.
not sure exactly
Okay.
how I want to do that, but I'm not going to do it yet because I'm too lazy. The next thing I'm going to do is add in another box.
Okay.
But this is going to be a different object because I'm going to mirror it again.
Oh yeah.
Guy, you're going to come all the way until you're just barely flush there. This extends almost all the way up to the top of this guy here. And then almost all the way down to the bottom of this cylinder down here.
Mm.
Okay. It is just... So I'm going to actually dissolve this.
I always think I don't have enough screens. I'm always thinking like that.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't...
just now. I'm like, I don't have enough screens. I need another one, dude.
Yeah. Look,
I have three.
I was
I have
just thinking...
three. All
I
right.
do too, yeah. And I was just thinking, like, man, maybe what I actually need another another screen on to have a fourth screen. And,
Yeah, I was
yeah.
just like, there are not enough screens in this world. Not
All
enough.
right. So
Okay,
let's
so
see.
RNGD in Discord put this picture of someone eating a pizza. Now I want to eat a pizza. Damn you, RNGD.
Pizza
Seriously.
does
And it's
sound really
early
good.
morning here. It's 8:30 a.m. and I want to eat a pizza. Damn you, RNGD. Ugh.
All right. So this... Oh, actually, we're going to go up one. So these poke out a little bit. There's these little weird things that poke out. And so then this is going to get another mirror modifier.
Oh yeah, for the other, yeah, on the opposite side, yeah. I like that it has that mirror modifier. It makes everything so much easier for you, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. So many things are symmetrical. Oh, I don't need to say
Yeah,
symmetrical.
especially in yeah, in like things that move, if I might say, in simpler terms.
All
Oh,
right.
breakfast pizza. Ah, Zerlin, stop! Ah,
Okay, so I've now added
stop!
a bevel modifier
I'm going
to...
feral.
I've added a
Sorry.
bevel modifier to the main object here, and also a subdivision so that it's looks way nicer than it should, really. Then we're gonna do another. We're gonna add a bevel here. Not that much. This much. And then we're gonna add bevel here. Not as a little bit. Basically, everything should be beveled because in real life, perfect 90-degree angles that just terminate at infinite sharpness don't really exist.
No, they are breakage points then.
Mm-hmm. And then they break, and then you have a bevel.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this is all part of this wing fin here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, all right, get rid of everything that isn't in this collection. All of it is going to be parented here, so that this is the thing. All right, so now we're going to say this is going to be called wing fin pop. Okay. Wing.
I'm gonna pop out a live chat,
side.
and that will make it easier for me.
That's probably
Yeah,
a
that's
good
much
idea.
better.
All right.
I'm
So
gonna magnify it. I need to feed my children tonight. Is it your duty? Like it's the shift change that it's your shift to feed your children tonight, or huh? Dude, you're worrying me now.
All right, so now we're going to add in a plane that I'm not going to actually use as a plane. We're going to use it as a
Oh,
geometry node. I don't even need this. So then
okay.
we're going to add in a curve circle. All right, the resolution is going to be 3, so it's actually just a little
So
tiny
what are you
triangle.
doing again? Sorry, my bad. Can you
So,
explain that again, please?
yes, I am adding in.
Uh-huh.
I added in a plane, but I'm not actually using it. It's just a holder object. And this plane
It's what?
it's a holder. It just exists for pretensies.
Okay, so maybe you might add something there later or something that you
I'm
want independent, that you can
definitely going to add
control
something.
independently, or is dependent on the previous structure's movement, but in a specific way?
Well, so what this is going to do is this is actually going to carry the wings, 3 wings, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going
Three
to
wings.
yeah the wings. You remember the wings, the wing fins?
No, you're saying 3 wings? Did I miss a third one?
Yeah, you just can't see it. It's on the bottom.
Huh? Oh, okay, now I get it. Why it's weird like that. Okay, got it. There are 3. So there are 3 at the bottom in protruding out in V shape, and then there's 1 at the top.
Well, there's 2 at the bottom, so at a V shape.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
2 at the bottom, like at V angle, right?
Yep.
At 60 degrees or whatever, 30 degrees, I don't know. 60 degrees, usually it's 60. That's symmetrical, I guess. And then, okay. Yeah, I can see that.
I just have to figure out how to make it work.
I can see what you're trying to do.
None of them worked. We're gonna try normal.
I like it. No.
Ooh. It never works the way I want it to.
No. Oh, it was going so fine.
I always end up having this problem. It's like, which way do I have to go?
So you're moving. Okay, so you're moving. The red line, is that the z-axis?
So the red line is the x-axis. Y is
X-axis. So
Y
it
is
moves.
green.
It moves down along the x-axis, right? That's what it's gonna do.
Well, so this is supposed to align the rotation along something to do with the curve. In this case, I'm trying to do the normal. Maybe the true normal will work.
No,
Right,
so
go back
yeah,
to
the thing is that because they are at different angles to each other, you'll have to move them independently, in my opinion.
Well, they should. I should be able to get it to work here if I can rotate. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a transform geometry on the collection, and I'm just going to rotate it along the y-axis by 90 degrees, and we're going to see how they go. There we go.
Y-axis? Okay, brilliant. Yeah.
Look at that. That
finally. Did you do that along the y-axis? Did you? That's what you said. Y-axis is the red line or the yellow line?
Well, it's green,
the green line,
but yeah, it's green.
So you rotated along the y-axis, did you say?
Well, I aligned the rotation along the z-axis, but before I did that, I also rotated the entire collection by 90 degrees on the y-axis. Got it.
Okay, understood.
All right, so now we've got a 3-part thing going on here, right? And I'm actually now seeing that these fins are actually not at a perfect triangular... Like, it's not a perfect isosceles triangle. It's actually got a narrow base. So, what we're going to do is we're going to do we're going to do a curve to mesh.
And it's kind of practical in a way, because the lower part with that, protruding arm that's coming out with that crescent shape, structure, that will need more stability. So obviously there will be 2 wings at the bottom to provide that. So okay, I can see.
Now what I need to do is I need to... So basically, I want it to be a curve because the curve tangent is convenient for using basically 1D shapes, because ultimately, even though this is technically a 2D circle with only 3 points, so it's a triangle, there's no volume to it. And hey, RageBot's been a member for 6 months. Hello, Ensign RageBot. Thank you.
Happy birthday, Ragebot.
So, what I need to do is I'm going to say I want something here to scale, right? If I do this, it's just the whole thing is scaling. But I don't want that. I only want the bottom edge. So I have it set to scale edges, and then I have the selection set to a Boolean equal, and then I need the index, because every edge has its own index value. 0 through 2, right? So I just need to figure out which one is which. And it is 1. So...
Oh, not too close. So...
Why are they not getting a different tangent value?
No, they're not getting... They're just moving backwards and forwards.
Kind
of like towards each other and away from each other. You need... You want to reduce the angle between them, right? Without moving them.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what you're trying, yeah.
Part of the problem might be that I'm just doing the wrong thing.
Yeah, of course. That's a possibility. Of course. That's where we start from every time, isn't it?
Yep. Still not actually doing... I mean, it is doing what I want it to do, but not enough. How can I force this?
What about the ends of the wings, right? Do they move?
Like in relation to what?
Like, along, like back, like up and down?
I don't think so.
The end, yeah.
That
might be more convenient. I guess, or you are trying to, you have to move it along the red axis, which is your x-axis, I guess.
Well, I want to rotate them a little bit along the y-axis. You know what I'm going to do?
Yeah, you can do that. You can do that along the y-axis. Yes, you're doing that, but they are doing it together. You want the you don't want to rotate them along the y-axis, dude. That's not what you want to do.
All right, I have an idea.
Yeah, because yeah, you're taking that whole structure and like rotating along the y-axis. That's not gonna do the job.
Yeah, I need them to counter rotate. But I have an idea.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab this index. I'm gonna say that you just set to 0. Okay. I'm gonna actually just move each one independently so that like they stay spaced roughly the right way. We're gonna see what happens. I think I can manage this.
They don't have the chat part, really? Oh yeah, okay, yeah, the membership ones. They don't have the chat part. Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Jillian Pomfoot Wren has been a member. Sorry, Ensign Jillian Pomfoot Wren has been a member for 8 months.
8 months, yeah.
Ragebot will get a Star Trek entrance episode next week, asks Borg Emporia. It depends. I don't know if we're going to be grabbing any more, what you call it, NPCs to support, right? So, all right. Don't need you.
I'm just looking at Icarus in the live chat. I'm like, is Steve still relevant? Is he still relevant?
No.
In any conversation on this planet?
No, he's not.
At this point, he's just an old guy just screaming at this guy, like beating, like shaking his fist at this, like at the sky. That's what he's doing. That's all he is. It's like, we know he's gone full MAGA. We do know that, but it's
yeah, it's not like
actually the timing is too bad. He is 2 years too late. If he wanted to, like, you know, cash in on it. He's 2 years too late because it's going out of fashion now to be a MAGA again. So
I don't actually need these align Euler
if he had a community manager, he might have known that. But he doesn't. So.
Why doesn't he have anyone in his community who's telling him like maybe what you're doing is dumb? Doesn't he have anyone like that?
Yeah. Oh, I wonder why. Yeah.
Oh, weird. All right.
Weird.
So combine XYZ.
Actually, since you have said, I'll just go and check his channel. Why not? It's been a while since I've given him. I like it that when I like search for Steve McRae on YouTube, this ballet dancer comes up whose name is Stephen McRae, and I love it. I just love
Yeah,
it.
that
And
happens.
his videos are from 7 years ago and 4 years ago. And I love it. So So Steve's channel has now 15.3k subscribers. I thought he had around 16k at a time. He's gone down. He lost 700.
Oh
That's a big jump.
no!
Yeah, I
What?
know that nothing of like value was lost, I guess, but I but still it's a big like I guess it's because of all the MAGA shit he's doing now. MAGA
Yeah,
shit. It's MAGA, right? Not MAGA. It's
I don't.
MAGA.
I don't care.
His last live stream was 2 months ago. That was the trans and military. Here we go with the transphobia again. And then
Yeah.
his last video on his channel was 7 months ago. This is a
Really?
Steve McRae channel. If you look at the Non Sequitur show, the show that he destroyed, he's got 29.2k subscribers. Has that ticked up?
Oh.
By the looks of it, it has ticked up. That is interesting. His last live stream was 1 month ago, and the title is. Oh, okay. I'll add the T next time. So the title of it is "We Are Done with the Cult of Maggot." Oh no, sorry. We are done with the cult of atheism with David Hellman and S.J. Thompson.
Ew.
What the fuck? Well, it got 1.3k views, so I guess he's on the right track. He's cashing it in, I guess. His last video was 4 months ago with Chris Attlee, and that was 231 views.
All right, here we go.
So I guess. Okay, what do we have?
So
Ah, yeah.
this guy
Much better.
here
What did you do?
controls the angle.
Ah, yeah. Now they can move independently. Yeah,
Well,
that's
they
cool.
actually still move together. They always are at the same angle relative to they're always at an angle that
Yeah, of course.
yeah.
No, the two ones will move together, so they will always be relatively at the same angle. But they're independent of the one at the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So
So
now we have that. You have to add the T to maggot.
maggot. Yeah, that's what I was like. Yeah, I'll do it next time. There are many as Steve. We are all cursed with greatness. Some of us just put it in the wrong direction. Steve, trans bad, trans bad, trans bad.
He really
Dude,
doesn't have anything besides hating trans people anymore, does he?
I would like him to sit down and talk with Nikki. Like seriously, how
Why?
he's going to like face Nikki, who is an ex-veteran.
Why?
Yeah,
But
and
we can't be an ex-veteran.
sorry.
Can't really be an ex-veteran.
Oh, I mean veteran. Sorry,
Yeah.
my bad. My bad.
You just be a veteran, which she is.
Listen, I just had coffee.
But you had tea.
Tea. I forgot to tell you. Smitty put me onto this, and it's his fault.
Okay.
He told me, "How about you mix tea and coffee, and
Oh.
try that?" I was like, "Okay, I'll give it a try." So I make a cup of tea, and I put like a teaspoon of like coffee kernels in it, and now I'm obsessed. So it's kind of I'm drinking both tea and coffee at the same time.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Sounds like a dangerous game.
It is. It is. Maybe that's why my stomach's like, "What are you doing, woman?"
I mean, yeah, that could in fact be it.
Yeah, like it's really caught up to me now, something like that, after so many months of drinking that concoction.
So far, this is not looking too bad.
No, it looks good. It looks good.
Right.
My only concern is, I know I'm just being too pedantic right now. The back, I don't know how heavy is the tail of this Airlon. Right?
6.
So it's like,
it's 6 heavy.
What do you mean it's 6 heavy?
That's how heavy it is. 6.
In comparison to the front, I should.
3.
So it's heavier. The back part is heavier.
I don't know.
You don't know. You don't know.
That is
He's like, stop being so logical.
that is code for like I don't think that there's an answer to that question.
Yeah, me being pedantic as usual.
But this is the beginning of like the engine section, which is basically just a cube with like some really heavy beveling.
You will be surprised at how much weight and balance does still matter in 0G. You would be surprised.
Okay,
Just
but
saying.
I need you to remember that this is about as realistic in terms of physics as Star Wars
Yeah,
is.
I get it. I get it.
We are
Because you might be weightless, but you're not massless.
that's
You
true.
still have mass.
That is
So
that true.
will, and how that distribution of mass is, will affect how you float about in
It
0G.
has occurred to me, I do not have any clue what the back of this engine section is supposed to look like.
Well, it looks like a rudder, isn't it? A twin rudder. That's what it looks like. A twin rudder system.
It looks like that, but like directly in the back.
Or
Like,
a three
engine...
rudder system actually at the same angle as the front wings are.
But like, what does the exact actual back of it look like? Like, how many engines are there? Do they come out of the back? Is there like weird circly bits?
Yeah, it's weird. It's a bit weird. You might have to improvise there.
Well, what I might do is just reinstall Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2 and just spin one of these ships in game to the rear. Because like no one takes a picture of this from exactly behind, so it's not very clear. Oh, it looks like it is in fact 4-engine. So it looks like what happens is there's fins that go in all 4 directions from the back here, and then
4 directions.
Yeah, it's 4, and then I think that each quadrant gets its own little engine bell.
I hate the symmetry of it.
I'm sorry.
I hate it. I'm not. It's nothing against you. It's the whole like original thingy. It's like at the front you have got 3 wings, right? But at the back you got 4 rudders. I do not understand that.
I don't know what to tell you. I mean, they're not actually here for aerodynamic reasons, right? Because this is in space.
No, actually, not aerodynamic, but still, it had. So again, it's all about the mass, right? How you shift mass in 0G or in a gravitational field, how you manipulate it can help you, propel and move your whole
I just
ship
realized, so
as you want.
This engine is an inertialess drive, so it doesn't actually have any mass to worry about when it's using those engines.
So what's that drive? Can you explain a bit more for me?
No.
Oh, come on.
How do you want me to explain inertialess drive? It's made up space
Inertia-less drive. Oh, okay, I see. You said inertia-less drive. Okay,
yeah,
I see.
It's a 0 inertia drive. It doesn't have inertia, and that doesn't make any sense. And you know what the answer to that is? It's fuck off, stop asking questions.
You asked me to be here, okay? You gotta get the questions.
So
you asked for it, dude. You're not gonna get rid of me now, so...
So I'm looking at the actual thing here, and in the game they actually have it beveled more like this.
Where it gradually comes out.
And then this face here ends up coming out here.
Icarus from the live chat is like, so it doesn't accelerate the ship, it just makes it go brrr.
Well, no. It pushes the ship around. It's just that the ship itself doesn't have mass, so it can go up to the speed of light and things like that.
Yeah, that is so. There's so many. Like the ship doesn't have.
Works? Because it doesn't.
No, I won't. I won't ask you. As soon as you said the ship doesn't have mass, I was like, okay, we are done.
Yeah,
we're done.
None of this is supposed to make a whole lot of sense here.
I get inertialess drive. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's
talking about that also.
Space magic.
And also it's like, in space, right? We know about gravitational fields, like and how they intensify when they're around a certain mass. So this thing will have its own gravitational bend or indent in this whole space as it's traveling. So because mass again, so mass inertialess and no mass. My brain.
See,
my brain.
The secret is to just not worry about it.
Ah!
Mm-hmm. That's the secret.
I can't do that. No.
Alright, so I'm now looking, and it looks like what we do here is we grab this side, and this side, bring them a little bit back. And then we inset just a little bit, pull those out just a little bit, and then here, we actually need to, let's see.
Dapper. Dapper.
Yes.
Imagine if Landon was here and Landon
Oh, he would
and
hate
I
it.
were having this discussion
He
about this, how
would
this thing went
hate it.
inertia-less and like no mass.
Yeah, he would hate that. With
He
good
won't
reason.
hate it, but I think so he will be happy to explain what are the possibilities and what is not possible at all.
Hmm.
I think so he will be happy to explain
All right.
that.
So this inset is actually going to end up glowing in the end, but it's good that it's here now.
So I guess that's how it gets, like, it balances out the thing at the back and the bottom, because you have a structure like that. So it might have it could be it's got a lot of like inertia-less drives at the back there. So it's like,
Yeah, sure, why not?
I still don't, because there's some cars that get propelled from the back, right? Where they're
Yeah.
supposed to be the engine is at the back, not at the front, to give it that what do you call it? Torque, if I might say, the kick that it needs at the back. But and then it gets balanced out because there's like more structure fanning out that takes the whole kick and absorbs it, but still propels forward. Am I
Yeah,
making sense?
I think so.
Because the more surface you have, the pressure is absorbed and distributed more properly, and the more symmetric it is, the better. So yeah.
All right. So now I need to rotate this around the cursor.
Icarus,
Oops.
Icarus from the live chat. Landon is an expert in Boolean logic. Space magic is equal to true, is not equal to physics, does not apply. Space magic equal to false. is it not equal to, or is equal to? Physics does apply. Are you using not equal to symbol, or are you using equal to symbol? Like,
Look, I got the engine part mostly done. Yay!
yay, hey, hey.
All right, so I don't.
Even with my interference with all the questions.
That's fine.
Equal to, no, but the equal to and the greater to sign, what are you using that for, Icarus? That's what I want to know. Is it not equal to? Is that not equal to sign? Leads to. Oh, okay, leads to. Okay, gotcha.
All right, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up this topology a little.
Now it makes a little sense, but I'm still irked by that the front has 3 wings and the back has 4 rudders.
I don't think they're actually rudders, though.
Then what are they?
These are Empyrean energy suppressor units.
Did you just make that up?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
I absolutely just made that up.
See, I knew. I was like,
Yep.
Oh god.
That was completely made up. That was not a real thing.
So it's possible maybe that you're right, actually. Like, how would these 4 rudders work, right? If they're 4 rudders, how are they supposed to work in sync to each other? So maybe it's part of the structure that's supposed to give it balance, just balance. That's what, or even out the gravitational pull or the field it creates, or the indent that it creates as it moves along in space, I guess. You could say that. Yeah.
I am not going to try to figure out what the practical purpose is, because this is space magic.
Hey, listen, I'm giving you the vocabulary that might make you sound smart and might actually, let you get away with this shit. Take it.
Sapphire Science Nimby's Light has it right. They're speed fins. It's like painting things red. Yeah, the red ones go faster. These are speed fins. It makes it go faster.
Because they're on some spectrum of the light, the
Yeah.
red, infrared. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Mhm.
Uh,
See,
my dad
Sapphire
will
knows
have a
what's up.
fit if he listens to that. He will have a fit.
Well, I don't
By the
think
way,
he's
my
here.
no, he's not. But if I told him, he would be like, "Huh, Manya, you know, I've taught you this.
You know better.
You know better." Uh,
Okay.
it's
So,
my dad's a retired chemistry professor, by the way, so
you know,
just letting everyone know.
I'm noticing that there's a detail on the game model that I like that isn't in the actual models that
Can we see it? Can you
was
show it?
yeah. This little green glowy thing here, I like it, and I want to implement it into the wings, into the wing fin.
Hold on.
So,
I'm not looking at the green glowy thing. Okay.
you guys are going in collection. So are you? We're actually going to rename the
Okay.
collection to uh,
Uh,
Scythe Class Harvest. Shit, there we go. Okay, so
Icarus from the live chat. The fins create swirl in hyperspace to stabilize the ship when
yeah,
moving
that sounds right.
forward or in short space.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually trying to make sense of that sentence. Icarus, you got me there. Seriously, you got me.
All right, we need
Red
the.
definitely makes things go faster.
I mean, I don't know why you're laughing.
Uh,
It's just true.
I'm laughing at myself. Why didn't I discover space magic before? Everything would have been so easy to explain.
Right? I mean, the fact that that's
Yeah.
not how you're already explaining everything is really a pretty big loss for you.
Uh-oh.
All right, so I need
Uh,
these
Nobody likes
inset.
Dave. The fins are so his quarters can be even from everyone else. Oh, that could be a logical, like, this guy's good at his job, but he's not sociable. So yeah, he's not social, sorry. He's good at his job, but he's not social, so we gotta give him his space. Right at the end of the ship.
Oh, this is making the subdivision thing look terrible though, but we'll just cheat.
What are you trying to do there? Oh, that round protruding thing, that's what you're trying to.
Yeah.
Which Steve are you talking about? We we are not having any Steve. Like, if you're talking about the Steve, I think the Steve you're talking about, please.
I think they're talking about
Is
Steve,
that
the
a
YouTube
goose in the
intern.
live chat? Hi, Joshua.
Oh, hey,
That's a
Josh Geese,
goose.
how's it going? All right, I have an idea.
Uh-huh.
Every
Oh, the one from Minecraft movie. Oh, okay, gotcha. That's Steve.
every
I am Steve.
every membership that
Yep.
we gain, I'll go for another 5 minutes.
Oh.
There we go. All right, so that's also going to glow a little bit. So I think the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start setting up some materials just for my own reference. So I'm going to
Sanity.
have so I'm going to have 3.
Sanity.
This is going to be necrodermis.
Necrodermis. Okay.
Then we're going to add in gold. And then we're going to have glow.
Oh, I have been a member, but I've been a member for only 4 months.
Ah,
Ah, dang. I'll get there.
I say that, but like pretty much everyone who's in this chat is either a member or
Mod.
a mod. Yeah.
I like the colors, yes. It's like blue and green. I like the color combination.
So this right here, we're gonna go to that right now. Or display. So this is going to be set to metallic. Give it a lower roughness. We're going to give it a kind of dark color. Gold is going to be all metallic here, and then this is going to be green and lots of roughness. Okay, so Let's start assigning some materials just so I know what the heck is going on. All right,
Gillian from the live
so-
chat. I'm a member and a mod. Yeah,
Nice.
it looks like the mod takes preference over the membership because I think so. Obviously, it's important to know in a live chat who are the mods and who are not. So yeah.
Yeah,
But,
that's
yeah, but
true.
that's cool. Yeah.
All right. So
I'm actually happy not being a mod on a channel for once.
I mean, I could mod you if you wanted.
No, 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 no. No, thank you. I've got all my fingers and my toes in so many pies. I can't tell you. Well, okay, that didn't sound nice.
I mean, it sounds
I've
like
got
you're
my
just
fingers in
wasting
too many
food.
pies. Huh?
Sounds like you're just wasting food.
Yeah, right.
All right, so see, we can now get a little idea of how it's supposed to look towards the end, and then we'll get another color. We're going to call this metal. Okay.
I
So we're going to add in necrodermis. Be the main color.
I started realizing well with the job I have at this moment and with all the streams that I do during the weekends, I don't get a weekend to myself. Actually,
I mean, you could
not
just
really.
take one.
I could, but then I feel guilty. I'm just like made a commitment.
Just
You know.
do it.
Usually, actually, you know what? For this stream also, Dapper just came out of nowhere. He's like, "Oh yeah, would you like to stream?" And I was just like, on like it's default setting for me. Yeah, okay, let's go. It's like, all
So,
right,
I'm
what
gonna.
time? Never replied, and then he just set it up and he sent the link to me. I'm like, yeah, that's the way to go about it.
Well, first of all, I want to say thank you to Josh McGee's for gifting 5 Dapper, or well, sorry, not Dapper, Top Hats Off memberships.
Thanks, mate.
So,
You're going for another, I guess, 25 minutes.
Yep. So
That's what you said, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna cap it at like 4 hours though. Like we're not going longer than that because I don't have it in me.
How many hours did you say?
4. You don't have to be here for
4.
all that. You can get out of here if you want.
Okay. Yeah, that will be that will be nice to get out and do other stuff.
So I'm gonna throw Cheshire under the bus, right? Because
why?
Because I'm gonna tell you why. So I was planning this, and she was there as part of the planning, right?
Okay.
But she's on vacation right now, and so I sent her the
Yes.
link, and I was like, yeah, in case you just want to like hop in and to chat or something and say hi. And she's like, yeah, I probably won't be there, but oh, you know what? You should get Manya.
Manya, yeah.
And so
okay.
then
I see.
directly after, I messaged you.
I'm the fill-in Chesh. Okay, I got it.
Well, I wasn't expecting her to be there either. It's like I was expecting to do this by myself, like I did with the last 2 art streams.
Oh, okay. Nah, I was like, I'll join you. I'll see what the process is, and
So right now we've got,
and obviously goad you with my questions that are too close to reality.
Yes. Yeah. You got to think of this. This setting is much more like Star Wars than like even Star Trek, which itself is not a very hard sci-fi.
Yeah. I like that you've started shading the things to differentiate between different things. I like that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It helps me know what the heck is going on.
Yeah, it makes things more you can discern them more properly and view them more properly in 3D. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it can get really, really confusing. Especially when you are in as it gets more complicated, isn't it? It's good to have color-coded stuff.
Mm-hmm. And now I have it set to actual that in a sun lamp.
Aileron. You can always grab me for art streams. I can add bad 2D Dapper art to it. Huh? Ah, okay.
So this is roughly what we're looking at here, which is pretty bad, but it's getting there. You can see kind of where it's going, right?
It's good. For me, it's too thin. It needs a little more chunk.
It's gonna have a little bit more chunk.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's gonna have this section here, the little like main hull here is gonna get a little bit wider.
Yeah.
And then also the tail is gonna have a little bit more detail and be a little bit wider. And then there's gonna be stuff that's going on both under this and on top of here, which actually means it's time to make a new collection. right?
Oh, okay. So this is just like for you to use as a reference in the future for something, is it?
No,
For
eventually
this.
this is going to become an actual model that I use in production. It's just a long ways away from that.
Yeah, of course. So it's like you've started this thing, but you don't know where you're gonna end up using it, but it's there if
Oh,
suddenly
I
one
have a
day
decent idea.
you have a decent idea. Okay, gotcha.
All right, so we're going to do Crystal World
How
Origin.
many years into the future do you think? If I may ask the question.
Less than 2.
Less than 2. Okay, that's reasonable. Yeah.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I am going to add in a cube. Then this is going to are going to be we're going to switch to points, and we're going to hit M merge at center.
Okay.
So now we have a little pyramid guy. Okay. All right. So
like I was thinking that at least you can think into like less than 2 years into the future. I'm so nomadic, I can't even think for the next 6 months. I'm just like, I'm
well,
so
whose
nomadic.
fault is that?
Mine, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is that when you're an immigrant like me, you're always constantly on the move. So India is home, right? But
Mhm.
it is difficult to to set your roots down in another place and call that a home.
Yeah.
Right? That's what has been the issue with me. That I want to set. I have never gotten to put my roots down somewhere and say finally, yeah, this is home.
Oh, okay.
Because the minute I try to do that, a talent scout agency comes around and scouts me, and I'm just like, how
How
much you're
dare
paying? And
they?
they're like, how much do you want? And I'm like, okay, let's go. So it's like, uh, uh,
All right, so now
it's
we
happened now
have
also.
step pyramid.
What do you? Okay, what's the purpose of this?
The ship has a lot of pyramids on it, so I need a pyramid that I can put places.
Oh,
That's
okay.
it. That's the whole thing. The ship has them, so I need them.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
do I
yeah.
think of the
So,
Predator Badlands trailer? I don't think I've seen the Predator Badlands trailer, Zero On. You should
oh
send
yeah,
it to
it's
me.
out now. I also haven't seen it yet, but yeah, it will be nice to watch. We could react it live here if you wanted, but you don't want to get struck.
I don't want to get
So
struck. That's true.
yeah, get it. I get it. But I think so when with the thumbnail I saw for the trailer, the alien in it looks has the complexion of a human, and I'm just like,
Weird.
huh?
All right.
So yeah.
Here is the next thing I need to do.
Robert adds it from the live chat. Apparently used for neural net weights. Okay, yeah, right. Yeah.
All right, I want this to be a little thicker. All
It's
right.
like it's become a competition now in the live chat. Who can come up with the most fancy scientific terms for everything that Dapper's building to justify its presence on the ship?
I mean, yeah. Why not, right?
And say space magic. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this.
Good.
And frustrated at the same time because it's so
Well,
enjoyable.
that's okay. All right, so we're going to
Uh,
duplicate this and then change this guy. So now I've got this pyramid that is sectioned off into 4 sections. It also has an inner core pyramid, which is actually how a lot of the pyramids on this thing look. So the next thing we need to do is have some extra detail here, because this guy is going to be mostly this Nervous color. Yep.
Thanks for that little bit of information, Zerolon. I'll be on the lookout for that. That's cool.
So the interesting thing is, see how I cut this thing out, right, by using these guys? So like if I just switch this so that the viewport visibility is only bounds, I do that for this. You can actually see that what's happening here is that I'm just dynamically cutting it with this shape using a Boolean operator.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So the next thing I'm going to do is grab these lines here. You. And you are going to be the glow color. Now we have a glowy pyramid. Here, this guy is also going to be the glow color.
Yeah.
All right, so we're also going to do a on this guy, move him over this way. Get rid of these because we also need some pyramids that don't have that cut out. So what we're going to do is apply these. Now I don't need these to even exist. All right. We're going to put this into, well, first we're going to merge them. I actually want them objects. Put them in a new collection called pyramids.
You're gonna merge them.
Yeah, so now they're just one object.
Oh, so you can move them together, like these two, or just that one?
Well, just the inner pyramid that was glowy and the outer pyramid here.
Okay, got it.
This is going to be a separate pyramid that I can do things with separately.
So there are two types of pyramids.
Right. I'm going to add in at least one more pyramid, but this is going to be a little bit complicated.
Oh, okay. So, now we get to the complicated part.
Yeah, that was this. I mean, come on, that was pretty simple, right?
Yeah. This was like.
I mean, I made a cube. You made it. I merged the top points. I remeshed the cube. I put some booleans on there. I mean, that's pretty basic.
Yeah.
Space Magic Ziggurat. I mean, it's vaguely ziggurat shaped, but not quite. The next thing we're going to do, though, is we're going to make a fairly complicated pyramid. So this is going to be, we're going to add in, it doesn't matter because we're using geometry node. Whenever I need something to be really fancy and mathematical, I'm going to use a geometry node, which is how it works.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to add in a cube. All right. Now we have a cube. And then we're going to do a set position on this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a combine. So this basically just splits this vector value into 3 float values.
Okay.
And then I'm going to have a value here. I'm going to name it height. So this is going to start at 1, and it's going to just plug in here. Then I'm going to use a math node, set that to multiply, and then another combine x, y, z. This is going to go to the z here. So this way, when I change this, it actually moves from the origin point rather than scaling up and down from the origin. Okay.
Repeat that for me?
So if I mute this, right? This right here goes into this Z socket, which is connected to the size. So that's the size on the X, the Y, and the Z.
Yeah.
But the Z-axis is centered around the origin point, so it goes up and down.
Okay.
I only want it to go up. So the way that I can do that is I can say, hey, move everything up half of this value. So I take that value, I multiply it by 0.5, and then I plug that into this Z, and I plug this into a set position. So that way this controls this. And then I want a different value. And this is going to be base size. Because I always want this to be completely square on the base. I don't ever want it to be like a weird non-square shape. So this is going to come in here. So this basically changes the radius of the pyramid while keeping it always a box shape.
Okay, gotcha.
So then what we're going to do is we're going to have a set position, and the position is going to be 0, 0, and then whatever this is value here. It's going to come here, and this is going to come into here, but there's a problem because I need it to only apply to the top vertices. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make it a little bit.
Only top vertices, okay. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, sure.
So, okay. Might need to do a fancy vector math thing. So, vector math. I just put this in. Put to multiply. Yep. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's actually a better way to do this. So you don't need to change anything. Okay. So we need to make sure that we can select just the top vertices. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, okay, only if, let's see, we're going to need an or. We're actually going to need 3 of them. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use the index and just brute force it. This is probably a better way to do it, but I don't care. I don't want to think about it.
It does the job.
Right.
That's enough.
Exactly.
Every engineer, every programming engineer out there, any engineer out there does the job. Cool.
Exactly. All right. So now,
Zeralon from the live chat said, when I started learning programming, we did our work in Notepad. We didn't know if it was right or not until we compiled and ran. Also didn't get good debug info, so fixing things was an event. Yeah. I do remember that. And
kind of nightmarish, being honest.
yeah, and trying to debug,
Okay.
to like, because there's no debugging information like this, or like this function doesn't make sense, or blah, blah, this class doesn't make sense, blah blah. Nah. It's like, yeah, there's a problem with your program. Figure it out.
All
And you're
right.
just sitting there scratching your head for hours, and you're like, what the hell went wrong here?
So these are just Boolean logic gates, right? So it says if
Yeah.
the index of the point is equal to 4, 5, 6, or 7, right? So it's 4 or 5 or 6 or 7, all put together with an or. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take the position and multiply the x and y coordinates by 0, center them, make a pyramid shape. And then you're going to multiply the z-axis by 1 so it stays at the right height. So now the height controls the height of this pyramid, the base controls the base size, and it stays as a pyramid, but there's still technically 4 points here, and I don't want that. I want there to be 1 point there. So we're just going to do a merge by distance. And that'll get rid of that.
Okay.
That'll turn them all into 1 point. Okay. So the next thing I need to do is add in a
that's cool.
we're going to do a UV sphere on this. Oops, that's the wrong thing. UV.
You want the pyramid to grow to like in sync, right? It's like I can see at the moment your top and your bottom can move independently. You want them to move together, isn't it? If you're expanding or reducing the size.
Hey, look at that.
Yeah, Becca, it's torture. It's really, really torture. Yeah, trying to figure out after in Notepad, like, yeah, and
Does
then
sound
when you don't
torturous.
have any information around what went wrong. Yeah.
All right, so now.
Oh, I see what.
Yeah,
Oh,
now we
okay,
have
that's
a circular cavity in there.
Yeah. Okay, that's interesting.
All right. I have to be right back. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Talk to people.
Me talk to people? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. No worries. Hi guys. He has to go. Okay. Oh yeah, he's gone. He's definitely gone. Yeah. So we have got 3 different types of pyramid. We've got space magic. What else am I missing? Tell me. Is there something else that I'm missing? Like, I'm now suddenly lost for words. Glowy. Ah, glowy. So the new Superman movie, is it super or is it terrific? And now Cavity. Yeah, Cavity. Yeah. I haven't watched nor the Fantastic Four nor the Superman movie. I don't have time. Ugh, I wish I could. It's like my enthusiasm for movies has like watching them in theater has come down drastically in these past 6 months. Clearly, yeah. You should drop in my channel's Discord for cat pics and crazy memes. I'll see if I can. Yeah, I'll try. As I said, I've got fingers in too many pies at the moment. I'm just, yeah. I'm also, we were talking before about talent scout agency. So there's a talent scout agency that has scouted me now. I've been at this. I moved from New Zealand to Australia at the start of this year. I've been in my current job for 6 months, and that's what it usually the talent scout agencies do. They let you stay at a company for 6 months, which is like the probation period, and after that they try and like scoop you up and deliver you to another company. So a talent scout agency approached me, and they're like, "It's in the same area where you live or where you work. Actually, it's just across the road. What do you think?" And I was just like, "Oh, what's the pay?" And I'm just like, and yeah, we're. I'm just like, I need to stop. Ugh, I just don't stop. Sorry, I'm ranting about my work. My bad. There's approximately nothing around you, Zeralon. Oh, okay. My last job was kind of like on an isolated site. That was, yeah. It was a town. Don't get me wrong. It had the grocery shopping, the stuff for grocery shopping and all that stuff. But it's more expensive because it's isolated. So yeah. And I kind of realized that yeah, it's a they did just build a new travel plaza, so now if I go 7 miles, there are 2 gas stations. Oh, okay. Bad, not bad. I don't know how much that is in kilometers, sorry. Oh wow. A logging town. One street.
I came back.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah. What
Don't
I
worry,
miss?
I didn't bore your audience,
Well,
don't
that's
worry.
good.
Yeah.
All right. So next thing I need to do is I'm going to add in a sphere here, but it's going to be smaller, like this, right? So this is kind of the effect I'm getting here. I'm going to move it up a little bit, make it a little bit smaller. Okay, so we've got a pyramid with a sphere cut out, with a sphere inside. So that's going to be pretty cool, I think. We're going to set this material here, the necrodermis. We're going to set this material to be glow. And then, yeah. And this, I don't know, maybe this can come down a little. Yeah, it's probably better. Which actually means I can probably push this up a little. Not that much. Alright. Cool, 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 cool. Alright. So we've got a few different kinds of pyramid here. We're going to call this particle width. Put it in the pyramids group.
Yeah, my hometown literally had Huey in its name. The city I grew up in India, it's a hub for like students. It's got good universities. It's got good like prep institutions, like institutions that prep you for your um, competitive entrance examinations, especially for engineering and um, if you want to get into medical and become a doctor. So yeah, big hub from the start. The sole purpose was that for it to be a center for all the government employees and universities, colleges, and for students to come and study. So yeah, a lot of good schools, even public schools, because it comes directly under the government, central government. Because so yeah, so there's some cities in India that are not under the state government; they go directly under the central government, and therefore they end up getting more privileges, if I might, or more proper investments, and they grow. And I don't know, it's been a while since I went back to India to my city, so I don't know like what it's like now. But I've been told there has been an exponential population explosion with people coming for job opportunities or to study from like satellite towns, cities, and even states. And it's kind of getting a little crowdy there. And it is what it is. India's population is exploding, so people have to go somewhere, so they will end up where they can find space. So yeah, I was lucky. Yeah, my parents like we come from a village, but my parents they studied in universities and colleges. They were sent out to study in universities and colleges, and it was an expectation that they have to do that from the families.
Oh.
And that's what, yeah, it was. My dad's elder brother, he's a retired physics professor, right? The younger brother was a maths teacher. He's no more, unfortunately. He's passed away. My younger
Here.
uncle. Yeah. And almost, yeah, everybody's either a teacher or a professor, somewhere in education. So yeah. So
Oops. Oh,
what happened?
I just put the node in the wrong place. I
Uh-oh.
wanted to put it here, roughly.
Yeah. So yeah. And
So I need.
like there are a lot of private schools also, a lot of government schools also. They also have good standards. Private schools also, they also have good standards. My parents till senior secondary, they sent me to private school. Expensive. I remember like we lived well within like lower than the means just cause our parents could pee just because just so our parents could like pay the fee for those private schools because they were expensive. They're still expensive, but they were expensive, yeah. Um, so yeah. So, but then after senior secondary, there are not many private schools that do the high school stuff. So the government schools take over. So you end up being in a government school for your high school stuff, anyways. And that's where the real competition begins. If you're trying to go for um, engineering colleges, good ones, or business colleges, medical colleges, you have to sit for all India entrance examinations for all these 3. And depending on your rank, you get the seats, because the best colleges will get the top 100 or top even 500 of the country, and the rest will go to the regional colleges, like other satellite regional colleges, which are good too, but if you want to get a good salary and stuff. So when I was there for all India entrance examination for engineering, it's called AIEEE, so all India entrance examination for engineering. There were like 100,000 people that that sat, like students that sat in that competition. So now it's even more. It's like that was more than a decade ago. More, 2 decades ago, if I'm not wrong. So yeah, and it's become much more competitive right now back home. So yeah.
All right. So I
Yeah.
have taken that
Yeah.
top part of the crescent, right, and I've divided
I
it
can see.
up. And
Yeah, it looks cooler.
yeah. So that's something that is a thing that happens in the actual model. And so the way I've done this, in case anyone is wondering, is I've taken this circle.
Yeah, and you kind of
Right.
used it as a cutting tool.
Well, I put these things on it all around it, right?
Yeah.
Because the idea is I want the cutouts to look like they're emanating from the center of the circle that is defined by the
Yeah.
outer arc of the crescent. So
Yeah.
that does that, and then I used this right here doesn't actually do anything visually, but what it does is it says, hey, instead of treating all of these as instances of the same object, treat them all as actual separate geometry that you need to calculate individually, which is important
Okay.
because if I don't, then this shouldn't work. So like if I mute this, maybe it does still work. It does still work. I didn't think that it worked with right. Well, we'll get rid of it. So yeah, then I used a mesh boolean that said, hey, get rid of the cube shape from the main shape.
Okay.
And then we have
Yeah.
this. And if I need to, I can come in here
Nice.
and be like, oh, I need more divisions.
Nice.
Or I can say like, oh, I want the cutouts to be thicker.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
That's cool.
yeah.
Nice.
Right. So I need a few more things.
Okay, you go get those few things, and I'm gonna head out. I'll pop back in later to see how you're doing.
Unbelievable. Yeah? We still got
Whoa.
like an hour to go.
You said 4 hours, mate.
I said a maximum of 4 hours.
Okay.
As far as I can tell, we only have the 5 new members, so we're only going 25 minutes extra.
So, like, what's the minimum?
2 hours.
Let's start from. Gotcha.
2 hours, yeah.
Yeah, and okay, yeah. I see. Okay, I see where I got myself into. Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
All right, so there's one of these up top and one of these down here. Well, Manya, thank you very much.
No
I do
worries.
appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries. There was nothing today anyways. So I was able to wake up, like, I like to keep my schedule consistent. So that's why I tell Chesh also to like schedule some stuff as early as she can. But she knows that on Saturdays and Sundays, my appointment keeping capabilities go out of the window. So she is nice to me, and she goes a little later, like you did, like 8, 9, even 10. So
that's nice of her.
Yeah, you got the experience today, right? I said, yes. Oh, I'll be there in 5 minutes, and I was gone like 15, and you started wondering, are you even coming?
No, I've come to understand that any time estimates from you should probably be multiplied by 4. So if you say I'll be there in a minute, it'll be like 4 or 5 minutes. If you say, oh, give me 5 minutes, it'll be about 20 minutes.
Yep.
If
You're
you're like,
right.
oh, yeah, this will probably only take a half an hour. It'll take 2 hours.
Okay, now that's a little too much.
Nope, all by 4. Multiply by 4, that's the rule.
All right, got it.
Yep, that is how it works.
Okie dokes.
Let's see. Okay, so we've got. I mean, this is not looking too bad. We have cavity still. Of course not. Why would cavity be on? That'd be too helpful. All right. What is the next thing I want to work on?
You want to work the arm that's attaching to the crescent?
What do you mean? Oh, yeah, the little the
Yeah.
thing down here. Yeah, I probably do.
Yeah.
All right, let's put this.
See me being a little helper.
Yeah. All right, so let's go to wireframe mode. And come here. Y-axis. Y-axis. All right. Don't want those.
What is Candace Owens' problem?
What isn't her problem?
She called the French Prime Minister's wife a man.
Yeah, it's because she's a transphobe.
Yeah, and then so now Macron is bringing a defamation lawsuit.
I mean,
and she's still doubling down.
So the weird thing for me there is that I don't think being called a man is defamation.
Yeah, I know, but if it instigates transphobia against someone, it might be. So yeah,
we're gonna bevel
I think
this.
so. That's what they're going with, if I'm not wrong. I think so. Dapper, I think so. That's a proper arm, that goes down below and then attaches itself. Is that what you're planning for?
I'm just doing this. I'm winging it. I don't know.
Okay, because I think so. It's an arm that has it's a two-part arm where the second portion, like an arm holding a plate. That's what it looks like to me. I don't know.
Like a person's arm?
Yeah, a person's arm holding up the plate. That's what it looks like.
I don't think it is. Maybe, I don't know.
Okay, maybe I didn't think too much. Okay.
But I am going to use this right here. We're going to bring it down to here. Flip those faces. And then I'm going to put these. Bring them back. Bring this here. Now these need to go forward a little bit. They need to be roughly in line with this. No, that's. Oh, you know what? Oh, the model from the game and the model from the video game and the physical model don't actually line up super well. That's the problem. That's why I'm having that problem.
Oh, okay.
But that's okay, because that gives it a nice little connection point. And yeah, my model is never going to line up either with. I actually don't want it to exactly line up with either the model from the video game or from the tabletop game. Right? Each Necron dynasty is its own Necron dynasty. It doesn't ask any other Necron dynasty what it's doing. It don't need no man. Although, actually, until very recently, I was like, are there any actual non-male Necron characters in canon? And the answer is yes, just not very many. So, yeah, there are indeed. And there's too many cutouts. Going down to here. Yeah, that's probably better.
Is deep faking someone in a questionable scene, a crime?
It depends on what country you're in. If you're in South Korea, the answer is yes. If you're in the United
What
States of
about
America,
U.S.?
no,
Hmm.
it is
No?
not.
Okay. It is
It
not.
could
Gotcha.
still be defamation. So if you
Yeah,
use a
that's what
deepfake
I'm
of
thinking.
someone to like spread misinformation about them or something like that, that would still be what do you call
What
it?
if
That would still be
someone
defamation.
defakes your face in like a scene of a movie where, there's killing and gore, right? And your face is superimposed on a character that's killing people.
So that could be defamation, and also it is generally not allowed in the United States for you to use someone else's face for
Likeliness?
certain their likeness, yeah, for certain commercial purposes. So for instance, can't use someone's face on like merch that you're selling. So like if I wanted to sell merch based on like Kent with Bent, if I got Bent's permission, I could put Bent's face on it, but I couldn't put Kent's
Yeah.
face on it. Um
Oh yeah.
if I wanted to do like I don't know, but if I want to put his face on a thumbnail, because I'm not selling that thumbnail, and because it's illustrative of what I'm talking about, that's allowed.
Hmm.
I can do that.
What a Okay. So what about if someone superimposes, someone's face, right? Um, Again, a movie clip where someone's killing someone and their face is superimposed on the killer's face, and then they upload it to their YouTube channel. That's for commercial purposes, right?
Um, Probably.
If the YouTube channel is
I
monetized,
mean,
of course.
look, I'm not a lawyer, so like everything I say should be
Yeah, I'm
about
just
this
I'm
should be
just
taken with a
bouncing
grain of
ideas
salt.
off your head. I'm just asking, like,
Yeah,
it's a thing that you might have to like sit down and study properly to come to a conclusion about
yeah.
personally, and still might not be right about it because American laws, they are strange.
It is
Yeah,
strange. Like has been said, people are very strange these days.
yeah, too involved in online stuff, and by too involved I mean take everything too personally. You know, like us sitting
Mm-hmm.
here, chatting and having a good time. That's fine, right? That's just everyone relaxing, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
talking about someone, discussing about someone is true, but there's some people who just go a level beyond that, right? And I think so. Candace Owens is also one of them. Plus, there are some other people. So that's why because I just saw someone did something like that. They superimpose someone's face, on a on a character that's killing people and put it on the channel. And I'm just wondering how far, like, that's going too far in my opinion. Especially when you have like, it's not like you're not bantering, you're just going after that person
Yeah.
because they said something you didn't like.
All
So
right.
yeah.
So now I have added. This is going to be called weapons.
Mm.
And you remember that particle whip pyramid that I made that was super weird?
Mm.
Well, I am going to do something cool. Oh wait, I don't
Yeah,
need
that pyramid is irking me.
generate a mirror modifier on here. And
Okay.
then I'm going to go in and I'm going to do instances on points, object info. I'm going to do particle whip. And
Less
then
talking, more shipbuilding, please. Oh my god.
we're just going to shrink these down until they're reasonable size. Look at that. Now we got some particle whips. Plate plastered on here. Hooray! You might be wondering, okay, but Dapper, what about the bottom? And the answer to that is that if you think that Star Trek is bad about having space look like an ocean where everything is flat, boy, howdy, have you not met space battles in Warhammer 40k, where the actual both video game and tabletop game are both about things like broadsides and ramming and playing on a flat surface.
Ha.
So,
So a lot of
yeah.
talking.
Well, I don't know about talking, but there's definitely not much like real space.
Okay, gotcha.
So yeah, we've got these little guys here. And basically, what I've done is I've taken these 3 points, I'm just mirrored them, and now I'm instancing these guys on here. That way they're just sort of automatically on there. Alright, one of the next things I need to do is actually I need to make a texture. Actually, I need to make a few textures. Because we need some ship lights. And those aren't something that I want to model. That's going to be a pain. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to save this. So we're going to save as... We're going to go over to Wrath and Glory. Alright.
I need a smoke alarm that stops beeping when I yell, "It's just bacon!"
Scythe class Harvest Ship. Okay. Alright. So that is going to be that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make a new scene, right? And so
Okay.
I'm just going to make some cool patterns with a plane. We got a plane here. Scale it on the y-axis. Actually, no, we're going to scale it on the x-axis. Right.
Okay.
And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this to so I'm going to set the y-axis to 1024, and then the x-axis I'm going to go to 2048. I'm going to switch the camera mode to orthographic.
Oh, okay.
Set this to 4. So now, it doesn't really matter how high my camera is, because it's all orthographic mode, so there's no perspective left anymore. And however, this right here exactly matches the, the dimensions of the camera. So what we can do now is we can make some cool little textures. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make some shapes and whatnot on this plane. And they're just going to be colored. It's going to be black and white, very simple to render. And I'm going to use them as textures later on the actual ship. So, let's make something like this. Where we go like this. And then this comes up here. Actually, I want this to be symmetrical. So I want it on both sides.
Okay.
So we got like this coming up here, and we can actually include these. That's fine. Make the topology easier to work with later. All right, and then we're gonna do. Let's see. Here. Oh. And then we're gonna grab these, bevel them a little bit, and we're gonna say we're gonna add in 2 new materials. Let's say this one is new. We're gonna call it black. It's gonna be an emission shader, and it's just gonna be black. And then we're gonna call this one white, and it's gonna be an emission shader. It's gonna be white, right? Okay. So, and we assign. This is gonna be our first texture. Boom. That's going to be a thing that shows up. And I'm going to actually add in a few things like some circles and whatnot. But let's see. Let's add in a circle. Let's bring it to 64. Get that radius down to like 0.5. No, it's going to be a little bit smaller than 0.5. 0.4. Give it the white material. Add a mirror modifier on the y-axis. All right, and then we're just going to hit. And that's going to be one of them.
Cool.
Yep. So we're going to call this, let's see. I also want it to be in the Wrath and Glory. We're going to start a new folder. We're going to call this Necron Harvesters. I'm going to put this in as Flow Rebel 01. We just need this to be black and white. That's fine. Color depth of 8 is fine. Boom. All right. So now let's make a few more. Let's see. I don't need anything to be white right now. Let's add in some planes that do this. And then we're gonna add in a mirror modifier. Where'd you go? Mirror. There we go. On the y-axis. All right. So that is gonna be. Let's see. Make it small here. Go. Then we're gonna rotate this by 45. Make these a little bit. Bring that in like this. Add in another circle. Split with an n-gon. That'll be another one. Be O2. Let's see. What else do we want? Something that's similar, but these guys are vertical.
God, I can't type, really. Ugh.
Why not? Just type. That'll be number 3.
I don't know. My fingers are like, no.
All right. Let's get in at least a couple. So let's see. Let's something like this. Can be number 4. Okay. What else do we? That might actually be enough. But do something. Weird is good, right?
Yeah, always. Always.
All right, so let's do this. I'm gonna select these, and then check or deselect. Get rid of these faces. Do that. Go here. Okay. All right, so we need to add a mirror here. Okay, and then we'll add in, I don't know, another. Here. Give them. Okay. Plus 205. Okay. Let's see. Admiral Saboteur says, keep up the good work on Star Trek Endurance. That is the plan. We should be back next week. I know I've said that 3 weeks in a row. So I don't know, man.
You don't know? Oh.
Yeah. Chesh
How
confirmed that she was going to be here today. That's why not.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff happens.
Yep.
Life.
So, yeah, I don't know. All right, but we're going to add in another mesh. We're going to...
Oops.
All right, so then we're going to do a, let's see, subdivide this a bunch of times. Yep. Nah, one more. All right. And then we're going to have these outside. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do... Actually, no, I don't need to. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a random select. And we're going to make the chances of selecting kind of low. All right. Actually, no, we're going to make it kind of high. All right. And then I'm going to add in actually, no, I did want to select a low number. I'm going to select random this. We're going to assign. Then we're going to 12. We're going to save this as window glow. Window glow 01. Okay. Save that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to do it again. Oh, come on. There we go. Assign everything is that. We're going to do a random select again, but we're going to change the seed. And then we're going to assign these again. Hit F12. Save as window glow 2. All right. Everything back to black.
So what are you trying to do here again?
I am making basically textures that when I put them back on the ship will tell a particular set of materials how to glow. And that way I will be able to have like windows and such on the ship.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to go to seed 6, sign, save that as window glow 3. We're going to get at least, I think, 6 of these. So let's see. Sign. Random. Oh, it's already at set at seed 7. All right, so it's selecting random ones sequentially, so that's good. All right. So we're going to save as, and we didn't actually get in a 0. So, oops. Get in a 0. Admiral Salvatore says, if you need someone to cover a missing character, I think Borg Emporia is willing to try to cover with a one-time stand-in. So the problem is that I don't want to let anyone else besides the players use someone's main character, and I also don't want to play a game in which a large number of main characters are just not going to be there. So, yeah, that's the problem there. Okay. Let's see. So, one more time. Let's random select. Oh, are these all saved as RGBA? Oops. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
Oops.
Not that big of a deal.
Oops, I did it again.
All right. So, what this means now is I have a number of large details and small window-like details that I can add in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, I don't really need to save this. We're going to open recent. We're going to go back to the Scythe class Harvester ship. No, don't save it. All right, so what I can do now is I can say, all right, take the Necrodermis, We're going to make a new thing here. We're going to call this Windows dot zero dot zero. Fine. Okay. So what I can do is I can say, okay, this guy here. First, I'm going to UV unwrap, and we're going to just do. We're just going to reset the UVs. That'll be fine. All right. So this guy is going to be set to Windows 1. We're going to assign that, and then watch what's going to happen. We're going to open up the shader editor. I'm going to use an add shader. An emission shader. This is going to go back to an image texture. That image texture is going to be one of those window textures. That's going to go to strength. Come in here. Set this color to just be green. All right, and then if I go here, see, now it has windows. And so what I can do is I can say, all right, add windows. This is going to be 1. And then we'll shift this out for number 1. And then if I select this and I say, all right, you are number 1 there. See, now we have more windows, but they're not the same windows.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I made
Yeah,
6
yeah.
of those. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Let me actually turn on all the various things. All right. Oh, also, why is this being weird? Oh,
Yeah, why is it being weird?
because you don't have an edge creep value set.
Oh.
Oop. Here we go. Now it's being less weird. Okay. All right. So then I can do that like 4 more times. So I'm going to do, let's see. We're going to go Windows 1, copy it. Now it's 2, but I don't need those. All right. I'm going to set this to number 2. And then we're going to do it again. Windows 2. That will be 3. This one will be 3. And then we're going to do it again. It'll be 4.
Give me a minute. I'll be back.
Okay. And then we're going to do one more time. 5. And there we go. So what we can do is we can select down here. I can do random. Can I do a random deselect? No. All right, but do this one, this one. And I don't know those. We'll call those Windows 2. We'll go grab a few more. Maybe Windows 3. And then actually like select every other of the remaining ones. Will be 5. So now we have some cool windows. Hooray! I don't know, I guess people are there. Well, you know, people, parentheses. Windows has gone to space. Makes sense now that they changed the blue screen of death to the black screen. Yeah. All right, so these inner ones, though, these are the ones that use the Greeble effects. What we're going to do is we're going to add in a Windows 0. But we're going to call it Glow Greeble 0. We're going to change this to, I guess we're going to change it to 1. Low agreeable 1. Then we've got low agreeable 2. Grab this one. Do it. 3. Four. Then one more time. I'm going to use number 5. All right, so now, yeah, all these doing. We'll assign these to low agreeable 1. Oh, did I get rid of Windows 0? Oops.
Okay, I is back.
Welcome back.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
I messed something up.
Uh-oh.
Windows.
What did you mess up?
I just accidentally renamed something.
Ah, okay. And you lost it. Now you don't know which
Oh.
one's which.
Oh, because this should be low agreeable 1.
Mm.
Low agreeable point. There we go. That's why.
Ah.
All right, so now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how many we have. 2 should be 5. Yeah. Yeah. Why did you not change to those? Oh. I screwed that up there. Rid of this guy. All right. Well, then we don't have a glow. I'm just being weird. Sorry.
Weird is good. Didn't we decide on that? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. All right. Cool. All right. So now, select a few of these guys. Give them some of the patterns. Gave them. Select another here. Find these. Let's 1, 2. This. Then we'll do this one, this one, this one. 4. Could be 5. 1. And then also, these ones are, some of these are not facing the way I want them to.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to shift that around by going to the UV editor. All right. 90. Scale yourself on the Y by 0.5. On X by. There we go. Now the inside has all those weird symbols. That, I don't know, they might mean something. Okay. So that's coming along. Let's see. I'm going to put up a poll. Start a poll. All right. Do you want to see how the temple has come along? I did a temple last week. Okay, so we've got. A lot of this is coming along pretty well. Yeah. This is starting to shape up.
Of course we want to see how the temple has come along.
Well, I don't know. I mean, only 3 people have voted, and we have you have more than that watching. You know,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
overall, this is starting to shape up. Like it's starting to actually look like the ship.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's definitely not even close to finished. Like this is probably going to be another 15 plus hours.
Ah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, like we got a lot of work to do, but still.
Okay.
Um, what do I want to work on next? I guess the tail. And I need to look at some reference shots for that. Okay. So there are. Oh, let's see. Oh, yep, gotta turn this. All right. So there are 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 divisions along the tail before we get to the fins. So first, let's put a division here just so I don't screw that up. All right, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. Okay. And they each have a little bump on them. Okay. And we're going to need to just expand these a little bit. All right. And then, yeah, you can have back there. Okay. And yeah. Good. Okay, so the first of these, I'm just looking at some references here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. All right, so first one, 4 of these. Oh, they don't line up super well. That's annoying. Well, mine will. That's just how it's going to be. Come down here. Move that out. Shift this to individual origin. Those inset again. A little bit. Okay. Then this. Inset those a little bit. Drag them out a lot more. See, Manya? Now it's looking less. Oh, wait, Manya's not even here. I'm an idiot.
I'm here. What the hell?
Oh, I thought you were still gone.
I said I is back. I did say that.
Yeah, but I wasn't paying attention.
Of course you weren't.
All right, but how's it looking
So
now?
I've got 9 votes now.
It's looking a little chunkier, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so what I'll do is with 9 votes, all saying yes and no one saying no. That means no one doesn't want. No one's like, rah, 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 I don't want this. So what I'll do is I'll work on the last little bit here, and then we will, in fact, go see how that's going. All right. So yeah, that is basically the whole section that comes here. Inset this a little bit. And then
Little bit.
yeah,
Little bit.
just a little bit. But see how now it's looking chunkier?
Uh,
A little sturdier, maybe? No? Okay. It's fine if
it's
the
too
answer is
slim for
no.
me. The back is too slim for me still.
Alright, but this is made of
Yeah,
necrodermis.
of course.
So like, it's really, really sturdy.
Got you.
So we're gonna add in a cylinder. We're gonna set this to it was fine. We're gonna rotate this y-axis 90 degrees. We're gonna set this radius down to that. All right, we're gonna assign it this green color. Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna put it up here. Cursor is selected. Grab that, and then selection of cursor, keep offset. Boom. Now we've got the spine basically done. It does need a little bit of a bevel along here, but that's not a big deal. Something we can do. And actually, we've only got about 10 minutes left, so I think what I'll do is I will leave that bevel for later, and we will grab the temple.
Oh, okay.
All right. So this is how the temple is looking right now. I have added a bunch of trim and stuff. This right here is a plasma generator up on this Solea here. So I added that. I've added these banners here on either side.
Oh, that looks impressive.
I've added this this trim here along with alternating lights and vents with the little decorative skulls and the decorative arch thing here. Up top here, we have just the decorative skull with a egg and dart motif going around. The egg and dart motif picks back up on this arch that I also added since last we were here. So this arch goes around the back dome area, and it has little support pillars here. And yeah, the egg and dart pattern follows it all the way around. I also added what is eventually going to become a little projector screen here. You can project the hologram up. Let's see. I think that's basically what's changed. But hey, why don't we hit F12 and see how it looks if I can render it in a reasonable amount of time.
Yeah.
So that we might not be
And
able
your
to.
computer doesn't choke. Yeah. Let's hope for the best.
Yeah, fingies crossed.
Fingies crossed. Shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Fingies crossed.
Indeed, fingies are very crossed. Because like who knows, right? This could be a disaster.
Yeah.
In fact, it's looking like it's going to be a disaster because for some reason it's taking forever. Oh, wait. No, it's still taking way too long. Okay. So something's up there.
That was a demonic laugh. Sorry.
That's okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open up.
I switch from being a banshee and demonic all the time when I laugh.
So I already do have a render of
Or a
this
witch.
set as it is now. So here's how the render
wow.
looks if I just render it out right now.
Oh, okay.
So you can see those are the
so
banners,
much noise.
the banners, the columns, trim. I'm going to be adding either frescoes or mosaics to these walls. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
An image of both the ship and the temple in the Discord. Yeah. Which Discord do you want it in, Becca? Also, I like these banners. So I'm gonna
that's cool.
zoom in on one. We're gonna switch it to this view so that we can. Come on. Oh, gee. Really? Fine. All right. Yeah. See?
Oh yeah. Oh, cool.
Yeah. I think it works pretty well. So basically, I made this as another texture the same way, similar in a similar manner to the way that I made the one that we put on the windows and like the symbols, right? Except this one's vertical, and I also lowered the color depth because I figure if this is like a banner that someone's weaving, right, you don't have that many color options. You're not going to have the full depth of color when you're weaving a banner together. So I lowered the color depth. This is just some very basic Latin. This is the symbol that I made for the forge world that this temple is on. And this is just a cog theme here, which you can also see the cog theme on these tiles. And then this was another project that I just spent a bunch of time making this guy. There's actually a bunch of different objects, like each of these copper pipe things is a different object, this is a different object, this is a different object.
So
But,
what's the purpose of this contraption?
It generates electricity.
Okay.
Yep.
And it's in a temple.
Well, yeah, because it's a sacred machine that generates the motive force, so that people and machines can be given the motive force and allowed to actually move.
Oh.
Yeah, which is, of course, sacred.
Gotcha.
Because this is a temple to the machine god.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Also, I have no idea what this stuff up here does, but it looks fun, and so I like it.
Oh, okay.
Put it in art share. Hey, Borg you're rendering on Sheep for me. Thank you. Because I'm not right now. Because I can't do both of these things at the same time. But let's see. Billion Ren said art share. Yeah, in like the Dapper Dinosaur. Yeah, I can do that. Actually, no, I can't because people didn't actually meet the goal to see an update on this project. So I can put it in the art share, or I can put it in the Discord for Top Hats Off. That's where I'll put it. Top Hats Off Discord. That way, those people who didn't want to see it don't have to. So there we go. Oh, this is cool too. So these guys here, I can change their length. Woo! Or I can change how big that little like thing that connects them. Isn't that neat? Yeah. So yeah, this is how this is going. I think it's doing pretty well. Right now, these trim sections here are just like circular. I don't know if I'm going to keep it that way. This trim though is fancy. See, it's got like different shapes and whatnot.
Ooh, yeah. Like a granite cutting or something.
Yeah. So like if I go here and I make sure happening on, you can see what's going on there more. This one's got a fancy shape. It's actually the same shape as this arch here. And yeah, this is just an object with an array here. These egg and dagger. The actual only real geometry is right here. This is just repeated over and over and over and over. But yeah, this is the real geometry. That's for all the egg and dart decorations in this. They're all just based on this. This was actually kind of fun. So this was a geometry node setup, and it's relatively simple. So basically, in the top section is just me saying, "Hey, take this curve that matches the shape of the dome, right? And along it, I want you to have this shape. And then down here at the bottom here, I'm saying, all right, also take those egg and darts, and I want you to align them along the array. And also, if you see here, subtle, but there's a skull on each one of the eggs.
Oh, okay.
You see it? Yeah. How cool is that, right? Yeah.
That now that's like your nature of going overboard coming through.
Yes,
It's
yes, it
like
is. I spent
I'm
time.
gonna go to the last micromillimeter over there and just carve something in there. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's actually based on an image texture that I made of the egg and dart set. So I set up the egg and dart thing. I added in a skull. I baked it down to a normal map. I set the normal map up so it would actually work, which means I had to. Was it?
Hmm.
I had to add 1 to the output of my normal render pass. Then I had to multiply it by 0.5 or divide it by 2, bring it to 0 to 1. But then the gamma's off, so I put it on a gamma node that was at like 2.2. And then finally it worked as a normal map. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I think it looks that subtle skull shape that no one will ever notice, but I'll notice. I'll know it's there.
Usually when if you want to know like how, maybe you can say how advanced a civilization is, or not maybe advanced, but what's the potential for a civilization, you can see it through their art.
Oh, what's the potential for this civilization?
A lot.
Oh, good. Also, this symbol that's in the background, if you zoom in on it, it's actually like a mosaic.
Oh, you monster.
Yeah. It's not just the symbol pasted on there, it's an actual mosaic.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why would I just...
bloody monster.
Why would it just be a symbol when I could make it an entire mosaic?
You bloody monster.
Come on, you know it's cooler as a mosaic.
Of course it's cool.
Yeah. So... Yep, that's how the temple's going. It's probably going to be a higher priority than the ship for a little while. Because I actually have more plans for this than I do for the ship. Okay. But also, some of it's actually going to wait a little bit on Chesh, because Chesh has volunteered to do some of the art that's going to go on the walls.
Ah, nice, 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 nice.
Yeah. So, I'm going to wait for her on that. Cool. All right, well, you know what? It has been the extra... We've gone a little bit over the 25 minutes that I promised, so you're welcome. And yeah, I'm glad that you guys got to see an update on this. It's much fancier so far than the ship, obviously. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think it is pretty good.
Yeah, it looks neat.
Yep. I'm also going to add a door eventually on this side, and there might even be like a little narthex area, because this is the floor plan I'm running on, right?
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah.
So basically, this is for the Wrath and Glory game. And there are 2 factions that I have for the player character in mind. One is the Adeptus Ministorum, the other one is Adeptus Mechanicus. Now, in the lore and in the art, the Adeptus Ministorum art and architecture is heavily based on Roman Catholic art and architecture. Okay. So, I figured that since the other group is also a religious group, and they're in the same overall faction, but they're a different religious group, that I would base their art and architecture more on Eastern Christianity as opposed to Western Christianity. So this is basically a simplified floor plan for an Eastern Orthodox church, is what I'm sort of using.
Okay. Yep.
So, because the game, the religions in the game are heavily inspired by Christianity, in part because the setting was invented in England. So when they're going to invent a fake religion, oh my goodness, it looks a lot like Christianity. Who'd have guessed? Who could have possibly seen that coming?
Yeah. On that note, I'm gonna head out.
Oh, I can say beep boop for Ragebot. Admiral Snap Eternal asked if I could say beep boop for Ragebot. There you go.
Great.
All right, bye everybody. We're all getting out of here. We'll talk to you later. Yep. I'm glad y'all had fun.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
And listening to my ramblings. Yeah, indulging me. Yeah.
Thanks for showing up.
Yeah.
Bye.
We'll see you around. Cheers.